So the flexi floss worm, or apps worm, or whatever you might know it as or want to call it, is a nice little pattern, nice little winter pattern, originally tied with this flexi floss material, which has got loads of life and movement about it. Originally tied in red, with a few more legs to it as well, made to imitate the bloodworm that we find commonly in the waters that the trout really turn to through the winter months, especially in small waters, big lakes as well, but when we're fishing, we're mainly fishing in small waters. And it's since been adapted, and people have tried different tines, different colours. The materials are all available in loads of different colours nowadays. And this pink one been a real favourite of mine. Pink, I think, is a great winter colour, especially when the water's clear. It really seems to turn the fish's heads. It's a lure, essentially. It doesn't represent anything in nature. It's just got lots of movement. Got a nice bit of weight there, and that weight will carry the fly down nice and quickly. And as it goes down, these legs twitch and spin as they go down. I've found that the trout find it irresistible. I've been using it to great effect on chigba so far this winter. You've probably seen it in one of my previous videos. The fish we've been having out, been fishing it under the bung. Been fishing the weighted version on the point and an unweighted version on the dropper. Brilliant, picking fish up all the time, so I thought I'd show you how to tie it. It's a nice, quick, easy tie, nothing too complicated. There's only one real material in it, and that is this pink flexi floss, this stuff here. It comes in all sorts of different shapes and sizes and different colours. This one's fluoro pink from Flybox. Good stuff, love it, been using it for a while now. Little bead there, 3.2mm bead. Again, you can vary the bead and the weight on the bead depending on how quickly you want it to go down. Or just don't put a bead on at all, which you commonly use on droppers. You can use a couple of these without unweighted on an intermediate. Chuck it out, twiddle it back, even pull them back. They're a lure at the end of the day, and they've got loads of movement to them. The fish love them. Try them with 4 legs, try them with 6 legs, 8 legs. You know, the variations are unending. I'll just show you how to tie this little 4-legged version here. So first thing to do is to get this flexi floss onto the hook, okay, and threaded through. You can see it needs to be threaded through this this bead here. So we do this off the hook. So let's start from scratch with this. So the first thing I use is my threading tool. Okay, this is a little threading tool you've seen them know about. Great for threading bobbins, and we've got a few other uses for them as well. And they're a great little tool for doing all sorts with. And this is how I use it for threading this flexi floss on. First thing we're going to do is we're going to pop that little bead onto the threading tool. Let's get that. Let's just pop that in through there. So that just slides onto your threading tool like so. Okay, and then we get a length of the flexi floss and just drop that in your threading tool. Just drop it in. So you've got it about halfway. Okay, so just sitting there through your threading tool about halfway there now. Alright, what we're going to do is get the other 2 ends of that, put it tight. Okay, so it's nice and tight, and then we're just going to slide that bead down over the end of the threading tool onto your flexi floss. Let's do this and get this on the camera properly. And there you go, just slides into the flexi floss then, and just run that all the way along till about halfway down your length of flexi floss. Okay, so you've got one end still attached to your threading tool and the other end in your fingers. Now you could just cut the ends here to free them up, free this loop up, and carry on as you want, or so that the bead doesn't come falling off, just drop it inside your vise. Okay, the bead's still here, still back here, up here, and then we're just going to take a hook. This is a size 10 barbless nymph. Okay, and we're going to slide it in through the bead just to make life easy for us, just so you don't keep dropping that bead. So just slide that in, slide the hook through the bead. It's nice and easy on the barbless hooks, they're going nice and easy. There we go, and that's where you want it to be. That's where you want it to be for your tying. Okay, so what we can do now is we can just take your scissors and just free this up here. Just cut that flexi floss there. Done. Get rid of your threading tool, and then you can just pop your hook in the vise And that's your flexi floss threaded on, ready to go. Let me just even it up a little bit so you've got a similar amount at the front and the back. Doesn't have to be exact, fish don't care. It's nice to have it fairly even. Now we need to catch that in, just secure that in. So your thread, this is Glo Bright number 2. It's a lovely fluoro pink colour, same colour as your flexi floss. We're just going to catch in behind the bead and just secure this flexi floss in place. Alright, it's going to want to spin when you put it on there. So a couple of nice firm turns in there just to catch it in, and then we can sort it out once we've trim the tag off, and we just bring that round. That's on top of the hook. Okay, so that's up to the eye of the hook now. You've got no flexi floss and bead at the top there, and we're just going to run this all the way down the hook, just trapping it in. Lovely. Okay, and then all the way back up again, right behind the head. Just bring all that up to the head there. Perfect. Smashing. So, body material, very simply, is another length of flexi floss. Just going to catch it in behind the head, just like so. I like to pull this reasonably tight as I'm bringing it back down the hook, just to give a nice even profile to work with. Let me take that down, right the way back down. Lovely, and that's that trapped in there now. And then bring the tie-in thread back up to behind the bead. Okay, I'm going to form the body with this now. So depending on how big you want this and how thick you want it, you can either put tension onto the flexi floss when you're tying it, or you can release tension. We're going to try for a nice tapered body here. So we're going to start the first couple of turns. We've got a little bit of tension on that flexi floss, and it's just going to lay fairly flat against the hook. So 3 or 4 turns like that, and then as we start to progress up the hook, I'm going to start to release the tension a little bit, and you're just going to start to get a bit of a thicker profile on the fly as you come up. Lovely. And we're going to finish that right up to the back of the head, just like so. An extra turn just for luck, and then bringing your thread back round again, just catch that in behind the bead. Good few turns in there. Flexi floss is notorious when you let go, it just shoots away. Give it a bit of a stretch and just snip off. Job done. Lovely. I'm just going to finish this off behind the head. 10 more turns just to build up there. Take your whip finishing tool. And then a few turns. Just avoiding getting those legs trapped. They love to get trapped in this when you're doing this. There we are, one more turn. Smash in. Just try to put it on nice and tight. There we go. And that is your Apps worm. That's not really an Apps, it's a pink flexi floss worm. Now to finish this and make this absolutely bomb proof, Sally Hansen's hard as nails. We're going to give this a few coats with it. You might like to use different UV resins. Everybody's got their favourites. They all do exactly the same job. They all work as well as each other. It really is down to your patience, to be honest with you. And if you've got a bit of pay, you've got a bit of time, then this Sally Hansen's is probably the cheaper option. So just a nice coating. And the hook, don't let it bulk up too much, just follow that around the hook. Right over the head of the bead there, so it's all nice and covered. Lovely, perfect. You're just going to give that time to dry now. It takes a couple of, you can leave 10 minutes between it, but if you've got the time when you're doing a batch of these flies, you might as well give it a couple of hours in between coats. Once you've had a couple of hours, give it another coat and probably a third coat as well. I like to give them about 3 coats. By the time we've had 3 coats, they're absolutely bomb proof, these things. And that will catch fish after fish after fish. As I say, great fish underneath the bung, great as a point fly on a team of nymphs or a team of buzzers. Superb winter superb winter pattern, superb winter flying, very, very easy one to tie as well. But look at all that movement from these legs. That's what really, really attracts the trout to these flies. They just see that, it stands out, shouldn't be there. They come along and can't help themselves. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you found it informative. Please subscribe to the site and give me a like. And we'll see you on the next video. Thank you.